Hello, English learners. Welcome to Mr. English. I'm Mia, and I'm so glad you've joined me again today. If your goal is to speak English more naturally, understand fast conversations, and express yourself with confidence, you're in the right place. I know that learning English can sometimes feel like a long journey. You listen, you study, you try to remember vocabulary and grammar, but when it's time to speak, the words don't always come out the way you want. It can feel frustrating. You understand a lot, but speaking still feels slow or difficult. Don't worry. That's completely normal. It's part of the process, and you're not alone. The good news is there's a way to make real progress every single day. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. This podcast is designed to help you think in English, train your ears to follow native speakers, and practice using everyday phrases in real-life situations. Today, we're going to walk through a normal day in English. But not just a normal day, we're going to slow things down, focus on the details, and use the kind of English people really speak. No textbooks, no complicated grammar rules, just natural English that you can start using right away. Are you ready? Let's begin our day in English. Imagine this. It's early in the morning. The sun is coming up and your alarm clock is ringing. You reach over, hit the snooze button, and pull the blanket over your head. But after a few minutes, you know it's time to get up. You stretch, sit up in bed, and yawn. You say to yourself, "Okay, let's do this." You walk to the bathroom, turn on the light, and look in the mirror. Your hair is messy, your eyes are still half closed, but it's a brand new day. You wash your face, brush your teeth, and maybe take a quick shower. The water feels refreshing. You feel more awake now. Next, it's time for breakfast. You go to the kitchen, open the fridge, and take out some eggs and toast. Maybe you make coffee or tea. You sit down at the table, scroll through your phone, and check your messages. You think about the day ahead. What do you have to do today? Work? School? Meetings? Errands? Whatever it is, you're getting ready. You finish your breakfast, put the dishes in the sink, and go get dressed. You pick out your clothes, get dressed quickly, and check your bag to make sure you have everything: phone, keys, wallet. Okay, you're ready to go. You step outside. The air is cool. The city is waking up. You hear birds chirping, cars passing by, people walking their dogs. You take a deep breath and start walking to the bus stop. Or maybe you drive. Maybe you ride a bike. While you travel, you think about English. You listen to this podcast, repeating words in your head. You hear me speak and you try to follow. Maybe you whisper along. Maybe you shadow me. That's good. That's how you train your brain to think in English. When you get to your destination, maybe work, maybe school, you say hello to the people around you. Good morning. How are you today? Did you have a good weekend? These are simple phrases, but they matter. They help you connect. At work or school, you have conversations. Some are short. Hey, can you send me that file? Sure, no problem. Others are longer. Do you have time to talk about the new project? Of course. Let's sit down and go over it. You ask questions. You listen. You explain your ideas. Sometimes you make mistakes, and that's okay. That's how we learn. Every time you speak English, you're improving. During lunch, you take a break. Maybe you eat with friends or coworkers. Maybe you eat alone and listen to more English. You hear real conversations, common expressions, and daily vocabulary. You start to recognize patterns. Phrases that people use all the time, like, "Sounds good." "Let me check." "I'm not sure yet. I'll get back to you." You start using those expressions too. You feel more confident. The afternoon goes by, and soon it's time to go home. You leave the building, step outside, and head back. You think about your day. What did you do well? What new words did you hear? Did you try to speak English? Even just a little? If you did, that's a win. Celebrate that. When you get home, you take off your shoes, put down your bag, and relax. You change into something comfortable and maybe make some dinner. While you cook, you think about English. You talk to yourself a little in English. You say what you're doing. I'm cutting vegetables. I'm boiling pasta. I'm making tea. That's a great way to practice. Just describe your actions. It helps build fluency. After dinner, you clean up and maybe watch a show or listen to more English. You're not studying hard. You're just surrounding yourself with the language. And that's powerful. That's how you learn naturally. Finally, it's time for bed. You brush your teeth, wash your face, and get into bed. You feel tired but proud. You spent the day living in English, even if just for a few minutes at a time. And that's how you grow, day by day, step by step. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. The more you practice, the more natural it feels. So tomorrow, do it again. Wake up, listen, speak, think in English. You're on the right path. And I'll be here with you every step of the way. Now, before you fall asleep, let's take a moment to reflect, all in English. Think about this question. What did I learn today? Maybe it was a new word. Maybe it was a useful phrase or a sentence pattern. Or maybe it was just a new way of thinking about English. You can say it out loud, or just think it in your head. For example, today I learned how to describe my morning routine. Today I practiced speaking English to myself while walking. Today I realized that progress is slow, but it's happening. That's the kind of thinking that helps you grow. You're building habits. You're training your mind to stay close to English, even when you're not in class. That's powerful. And here's something else to remember. English isn't just about studying. It's about connecting with people, with ideas, with stories, with opportunities. Think about it. When you speak English, you can meet people from around the world. You can travel more easily. You can watch movies, read books, listen to music, all in their original form. You get closer to cultures, emotions, and perspectives that open your mind. So, when you're learning English, you're not just learning a language. You're expanding your life. Let's practice that idea with a little imagination. Close your eyes for a second and picture this. You're on a trip. You've just arrived in a new country. Maybe it's the United States, or maybe it's the UK, Canada, Australia, or somewhere else. You get off the plane, go through customs, and step into the airport. You hear English all around you. People talking, announcements on the speakers, signs everywhere. You feel excited and maybe a little nervous. But guess what? You understand. You can read the signs. You can ask for help. You can order coffee at the airport cafe and say, "Hi, can I get a medium latte, please?" And the barista smiles and replies, "Sure thing. That'll be $4. And just like that, you're using English in real life. You leave the airport, get into a taxi or a bus. You tell the driver, "Hi, I'm going to 22nd Street. Is that okay?" And the driver nods. "Yeah, hop in." You sit by the window, looking at the city passing by. You feel proud. This is why you practiced. This is why you listened. This is why you never gave up. Let's keep going with that story. You check into your hotel. You say, "Hi, I have a reservation under the name Daniel." The receptionist says, "Welcome. Let me find your booking." One moment. You answer a few questions. How many nights? Do you need a room with one bed or two? Would you like a wake-up call in the morning? You respond with confidence. You don't understand every single word, but you get the message. And that's enough. Later, you go out and explore the city. You walk into a store and say, "Hi, I'm just looking, thank you." You try some food. You ask questions like, "What do you recommend? Is this spicy? Can I get this to go?" You make small talk with a local person, maybe at a cafe. They say, "Beautiful day, isn't it?" And you answer, "Yes, perfect weather." And just like that, you've made a connection. In English, a real conversation, a real human moment. Let's pause here. You see, moments like that are not far away. They're possible. They're real. They're waiting for you. But you have to keep practicing, just like you're doing right now. Now let's practice some useful phrases you can use in daily life. Repeat after me, or say them quietly in your head. When meeting someone for the first time, "Hi, nice to meet you." "What do you do?" "Where are you from?" That's interesting. When asking for help, "Excuse me, can you help me? I'm looking for this address." "How do I get to the train station?" "Could you repeat that, please?" At a restaurant or cafe, "Can I see the menu, please?" "I'd like the chicken salad. Can I get the check, please?" "Do you take credit cards?" At the store, "How much is this?" "Do you have this in a different size?" "Can I try it on?" "I'm just browsing, thank you." When expressing how you feel, "I'm a little tired today." "I'm feeling great. That was really fun." "I'm not sure yet." These are small phrases, but they're very powerful because they're real. They're used every day. And if you practice them often, they become natural. Now, let's do something fun. Let's pretend we're having a conversation. I'll say my part, then pause, so you can say your response. Ready? Let's go. "Hi, how are you today?" Pause. "That's good to hear. What did you do this morning?" Pause. "Nice. Did you eat breakfast?" Pause. "What did you have?" Pause. Sounds delicious. "Do you usually eat at home or outside?" Pause. "Interesting. I usually make something simple at home." "By the way, do you have any plans for this weekend?" Pause. "Really? That sounds like fun." "Well, I hope you have a great time." Good job. Even though I can't hear your answers, I know you're practicing. And every time you practice, you're getting stronger. Your brain is learning to speak automatically. That's how fluency works, not by memorizing rules, but by using the language over and over again. Let's finish today's episode with a few reminders. These are things I want you to remember when you feel tired, stuck, or frustrated. Progress takes time. It's okay to go slow. Keep showing up. Mistakes are part of the journey. Don't be afraid to get it wrong. Every mistake is a step forward. Small steps add up. 5 minutes a day is better than nothing. 10 minutes of practice can change your brain. You're not alone. Millions of people are learning English just like you. You're part of a global community. You're doing better than you think. Every time you listen, repeat, or think in English, you're growing. Even if it doesn't feel like it right away, you're doing something amazing. Learning a language is one of the most powerful things a person can do. And you're doing it. So be proud of yourself. And finally, remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Keep showing up. Keep practicing. Keep dreaming in English. That's all for today's episode. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you enjoyed this practice, come back tomorrow. We'll continue together. And until then, keep listening, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. See you next time, English learner. You've got this.